Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech. We're going to review the Nokia Lumia 822 on Verizon. This comes in at $49 with a 2-year contract. Has some pretty impressive specs for that kind of price. The least impressive spec is actually the display. It's 4.3 inches with a resolution of 800 by 480. It also has a pixel density of 217 pixels per inch, and it's an AMOLED clear black display. The screen is really good in sunlight. It's not the best as far as resolution, but it does keep up with the previous generation of all Windows smartphones based on what the original resolution was with Windows Phone 7 and 7.5. However, this is Windows Phone 8. Internally, we have a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core processor. We also have a gigabyte of RAM and 16 gigs of storage, which is also expandable to 64 gigabytes. The top here has a 1.2 megapixel camera. We have our earphone, our home, search, and back button. On the bottom, you can see we have our speakers, micro USB, camera button, power, sleep, wake, volume rocker. On the top, the back's popped off a little, but on the top, we have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, noise canceling microphone. Nothing on this side. On the back, we have an 8 megapixel camera. If we pop the back off, you can see we have the battery, we have our SIM card, we also have our storage for micro SD, up to 64 gigabytes. This is also a coil for NFC and wireless charging, all built into this phone. Really nice. This battery is an 1800 milliamp hour battery and is good for about a day, about 10 hours or 10 and a half hours of talk time and 10 days of standby. I was able to get a decent day out of using the phone. Not crazy battery life, but pretty good compared to most other smartphones. Now, even though the display is a little bit less resolution than some of the nicer ones, such as the Windows Phone 8X, it's still a decent display. The pixel density actually makes the text pretty decent. You can see here's my website, Zollotech. Everything's fluid and responsive. The processor does a really nice job, and it seems to be pretty legible. No problems there. For those of you that are really picky with text, like I said, you might want to look at the Windows Phone 8X. The phone runs Windows Phone 8, like I mentioned. It's really fast and fluid. You can resize these tiles, big, small, medium, and the whole operating system is really nice. Now, the one thing that this phone in particular includes is Nokia Drive. Built-in GPS turn-by-turn directions that are really good, have traffic and everything else. So it's an added little bonus with this particular phone. The phone itself is built really well. It feels really solid in the hand, and I actually really like this design. Even though it's a cheaper or less expensive smartphone, I really think it feels high quality, and it just feels assembled really nicely and well, even though it's plastic. If I take a look at the camera here, the camera is decent, but it's not great. If I put my hand behind it here, I'm not sure you can see this, but maybe in the middle, what I find I get is a pink hue or a pinkish hue, purplish color, right in the center of my photos. That happened also with the Nokia Lumia 900. So I'm assuming they're using the same sensor. I'm not sure, but there's a little pink color to the photos and videos. If it's not on a light background, you probably won't notice it, but it's definitely there. The phone is a great buy for the majority of users that don't care so much about the screen resolution. It's as good as any previous Windows phone, and it's really super fast and definitely could be recommended, especially for its price. If you have any questions or comments, please place those in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.